In this video, I'm going to show you how to back up your computer. If you don't know how to save to the file server, you'll want to review that video first before you do this video, because you'll need to save everything from your computer to your file server. What I've done is I've made a shortcut to my file server right here. That's also in that video on how to save to the file server. So you might want to review that if you're going to struggle with that just a little bit. In order to back up my file server, first of all, I do have a checklist on the web page. If you go right underneath this where you found this video, it'll say computer backup checklist, and you'll want to use that to review what you need to back up. The first thing you want to back up is any files that you have stored here on your desktop. I don't have any files on this desktop, so I don't have to worry about that, but I know a lot of you will. If you haven't saved them to the file server already, you'll want to pull them over to this folder or save them to your H drive and back those up. The other place that your computer stores files that aren't backed up is if you go here to the Start button and go to Computer, and right here the Libraries. Anything under Libraries is also stored locally on your computer. It's not on the file server. If your computer were to crash or to need reformatted, you would lose all of these files. The first one here is Documents, and this is where Office a lot of times will automatically save a document, so you might want to look here. You might have a few documents here that you'll want to click on and drag over and put in your H drive or in your file server. The other one here is Music, and this is where your iTunes folder, your database is stored. So you'll want to take this folder and also drag it over to your H drive, and so that is saved. Each year after the computers get reformatted, you'll want to go in here, you'll want to delete this folder that's here and drag yours back in, so the iTunes will read your database and not this blank one. If you need help with that, let me know. The other thing you want to back up here is pictures. Any pictures that you have here are stored on just your computer, not on the network. So you want to back all of those up, and then any video files that you want to have backed up. So that's kind of how you back up the My Libraries. You always want to check there as well. The other thing you need to back up are your databases. And if you go here to the Start, and you're going to go to Computer, and you're going to go up here to C, to the Windows folder, and you're going to go to Program Files. And this is where a lot of your databases are stored. I'm going to want to take this exam view and pull that over to my home drive. Again, next year when I get a new exam view installed on my computer, I'll want to go and delete this folder, drag mine back over so it's reading my files. You'll see iTunes in here. That's the iTunes program files. That's not really the database, so you don't have to worry about that one there. I just leave that one alone. Other things that, things like your ProCare will have a database. Things like your data team software, the accounting software will have a database. It's really important to know where those databases are in here so you know where to save those things. The CPS Clicker software will create a database in here that you'll need to name, and you'll need to know what that name is, and then you'll need to save that. My track program that I use, any of your athletic programs for stats, keeping, those kinds of things, has a database right here, and so I need to drag that over in order to back that up. So that's really important to make sure that you know the name of your database and where they're stored, so that each year when we reformat the computers, you can drag your databases back over and you won't lose any of your work.